Yo everyone, what's up? My name is Siezaboo and welcome back to another travel video. Once again, it is that time of the year. We are at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for Techon 2024. This is my 4th time recording and my 5th time attending the convention. This time I went as Pura from Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. All have checked out my previous Tekko videos, welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for once again checking out the video this year. If you want to play a little bit of catch up, I will be stamping the videos periodically throughout the video, or you can find them in the playlist in the description. So this year once again is going to work a little bit different, and I'm actually going to be voicing over the clips and giving my opinions, my thoughts on the vendors, and my experience at Tekko. This year you may notice that this TekkoCon video is actually my longest yet. Why? Well, because I actually spent a lot of time at Tekko this year. Typically I will only stay on Saturday and a little bit of Sunday, but this year I actually stayed most of Saturday and all of Sunday to attend the flea market. So let's go ahead and get started with what I thought on the vendors and Artist Alley. There were a lot of vendors, and there were a lot of vendors for Artist Alley as well. Actually, most of the stuff that I got this year was from Artist Alley. I couldn't find too many cards because they were split up between the gaming hall and the expo hall. I believe one of the vendors, or maybe a couple of the vendors, were in the expo hall, but most of the card dealers were in the gaming hall. By the time I had gotten to the cards, a lot of them had already been looked at and bought up, so you could tell that they had a lot of heavy traffic this year. This footage has been from the gaming hall, and overall, if you're a gamer or you're a collector of Pokemon cards or any other TCG in general, you may want to actually go to the gaming hall first. They had a large variety of everything, once again, especially sealed products and singles that you were looking for, and of course they had a variety of games from the GameCube to PlayStation, Xbox, so once again, if you're a gamer or a collector like me, definitely visit the gaming hall first. It's also the first hall to open up too as well. Welcome to the other side of the room, which is where all of the arcade machines are. Half of it is paid, which is by Kawaii Catchers, and you could play the UFO catcher that is all the way from Japan, which is really cool, and the other arcade games, of course, were free. You saw that I was playing as Pura, and I also tried a cute little Pokemon game. That was fun. But now it's time for the big stuff. Let's move on to the actual vendors, and I gotta tell you, there was probably at least 200 vendors. Right here is all of the conventions that were going to be in the area as well, and I really have always wanted to go to Setsucon, but every time Setsucon goes on, I'm actually out of town, so maybe next year. And of course, you all can see PGX. That is the next convention that we will be doing a video on as well. And as you can see, ScottyCon's there too. We went to ScottyCon. Check out that video. But the vendors hall had a large variety of stuff, from Pokemon, or maybe your favorite anime, DVDs, figurines, and some adult themed stuff as well. They had everything, and I mean everything. So I'll cut in and out periodically to kind of tell you all more about it, but take a look for yourself. So, you've seen a lot from the vendors, and of course, I'm showing you even more footage because there's definitely more to come, but what are my thoughts on everything? There's a huge selection of everything to buy, and I was actually very impressed with the variety of vendors. I never once felt uncomfortable. Some of them were willing to give deals, some of them were very concrete on their prices. They had a lot of clothing, they had a lot of figures, they had cards, they had keychains, gotcha machines. Everything was really, really cool to kind of go through. I honestly think that I spent most of my time here for sure, and I didn't really go to a lot of panels, so yes, most of my experience was at the expo hall and the gaming hall. So how much money did I spend? I spent a lot, and honestly it was really hard to kind of contain myself, and in fact, once again, I've said it earlier, I did go a little bit crazy in Artist Alley this year, but you all will get to see that at the end of the video. So, what are some things that I think could be improved with a convention? First off, we arrived on Saturday and we actually didn't know that there were kind of two different types of passes. There was like premium where people could get in early, and there was just general where people could enter in regular hours. I don't know if it was on their website because I did keep checking their website periodically, and it was all very much updated last minute, so I do wish that they would kind of update their page a little bit more far in advance for people to look. And apparently we got there at 7 thinking that the expo hall would be open around 8ish or 9ish whenever the convention opened, but general admission was not allowed in until like 10 or 11, which I did not know, so I wish that had been more clearly stated, and I'm sorry if it was like on their website or on their Facebook page. I genuinely just did not see it. But that is one thing that I wish that they could have done better, was definitely communicate, because we were waiting around for a little bit, but honestly it was a convention, so the time really went by pretty fast for me, so I wasn't really too broken up about it. Small complaint with the convention is around lunchtime on Saturday, there was actually little to no seating left, with people trying to grab food and eat because everybody kind of got hungry around the same time. So I would just kind of recommend that the convention hall have a little bit more seating and tables, probably in the main area. There's a lot of seating actually in the gaming area, and if you are kind of trying to look for somewhere to eat, I would highly recommend just walking into the gaming expo hall, because there's really not that many people in there. Everyone was kind of hanging around in the by the vendors hall. So, but yeah, I would just highly recommend putting maybe some more tables and chairs maybe in the main area and in the vendor area as well, because they had a lot of Japanese snack booths, and some people just want to sit down and eat their nice good cakes, or drink a nice refreshing Ramune. But that's pretty much all for my comments on the con. I'll probably pop in a little bit more throughout the video, but I'll definitely catch you at the end where I show off everything that I got. Good morning, everyone. It's day 2 of Tekko, so let's go ahead and continue to check out the expo hall, and we're going to check out the flea market today and do a little bit more gaming. Let's go. Hi, it's me again. I wanted to pop in one more time before the end of the video. So let's talk about the flea market. First of all, this flea market happened on Sunday, and there was actually another one that I heard about on Thursday. I don't know if it happened or not because they were having registration issues. And I want to say that on Sunday, this flea market was very crowded almost the entire time. It was really hard to get through in between tables and get a good look at things, so I would highly recommend Tekko kind of spacing it out just a little bit more. I didn't think they realized how popular the flea market would be, and I could see that a lot of people were making actually quite a bit of good deals and purchases as well. I found a majority of my stuff actually at the flea market as well. Even to look at those Hatsune Miku X Secret Lair cards, magic cards, that was an incredible find. But overall, the flea market was really good, and where the vendor hall was lacking, the flea market definitely made up for it. But once again, I'll show everything that I got at the end of the video. Enjoy the rest of it, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Alright, we are back from Techon 2024. So let me go ahead and give a quick little review of what I thought about the convention. First up, there were some pretty good vendors this year, and you all are going to see I actually managed to get a lot of stuff, not just cards. In fact, I got a lot of Pokemon stuff too. On Sunday, we did the flea market, and I gotta say it got a little bit crowded towards the end, but the stuff that the people brought to sell at the flea market was actually really good, and it was actually really refreshing from the vendor halls too, because there was a unique variety of items that they had. And actually, a lot of the stuff I got was also from the flea market too, so nice job, Tekko. I didn't really attend a lot of panels, so I can't really critique that. But I also got to do a lot of the arcade games as well. They had a UFO catcher, and that was really cool. I tried playing that a little bit, didn't win anything. And then, of course, they had some of my favorite arcade games like Taiko, and, of course, I like to play Theatrum as well. I think it's called All-Star Carnival. I am really trying to get my own arcade machine with that. I also cosplayed as Squirtle Squad Girl and Akura from Legend of Zelda Tears of Kingdom, so I'm sure you all saw me kind of talking throughout the convention with that. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on everything that I bought from the convention. Sit back, it's going to take a little bit. First up, we got this, and it's Hey Yo Jojo. And they are actually the company that I bought from the most out of this convention. So if you are watching, you all make amazing products, and I fell in love with everything that you all had as soon as I saw your table. So they wrapped everything up in this, and I was able to get a business card. Definitely go look them up online. They also put another business card in there. They have their own online store, and it gets updated frequently. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first batch of stuff that I bought. I did go back on Sunday to buy other things too. So it is all Pokemon related. I got a cute little Squirtle sticker to go with my Squirtle Squad outfit. You all know that Fuecoco is one of my favorite starters, so we got a Fuecoco pin. We also got a Hydrapple pin, which I think is absolutely adorable. We got my boy Slitherwing, so cute. And then we also got more stickers. So here's Fuecoco, Dragonite, and Slitherwing. On Sunday, I also went back and bought a Dragonite pin because I looked on their shop and it said that it was sold out, but he also said he was so busy with Tekko that he didn't realize he had to restock. So I did go back and buy the Dragonite pin and also the Applin as well. So I got a lot of cute little Pokemon pins. It's probably the most I've ever spent at an artist alley. So once again, props to Hey Yo Jojo. Really awesome store. Go support them. They even have a Patreon as well, and they have like actual things that you can vote on, like stickers and pins. I think it's adorable. It's so good. Another booth that I really liked, and it was dragon themed. We visited all the Dwagons booth, and there is their information as well. They have an Etsy, Instagram, X, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitch channel, and there's the QR code for that as well. As you all know, I love Pokemon Sleep, and one of my mascots and my team has become Shiny Dragonair because I will not evolve my Shiny Dragonair into a Shiny Dragonite because no one likes that green color. I know you think you do, but you don't. So I got a Shiny Dragonair pin as well to go with all the other Pokemon pin stuff that I got. Also, I'm wearing them right now. There was also a booth. This guy specializes in making chainmail jewelry, and I've been buying a lot from him as well throughout the years. I cannot remember the name of the booth. I'm sure I showed it in the video as well, and I can probably pop the little name right here or flash it on screen. Definitely go support him. He's a really nice guy. He's been making chainmail jewelry, other things, I think for 30 plus, 40 plus years. It's crazy. Each individual item also has a meaning, and I really like the kind of yellow citrine color because it goes with my birthstone. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh, hold on. One more thing from Artist Alley. While I was cosplaying as Squirtle Squad Girl, I did get a lot of shout outs from that, and I saw this cute little keychain. Really reminds me of Vice City Grand Theft Auto, but it's Squirtle Squad. It's really cool, and I am going to be showing and flaunting off this keychain for a long time. Alright, I think that's it. I think it's time to move on to cards. Before we move on to cards, by the way, I also stopped at a Japanese stand that was selling like snacks and stuff. I am going to try these. They all look really good. Also, in the video, I showed me eating this cake. It was really, really good. Now I'm addicted to it, and now I'll probably never be able to try it again unless I go to one of my local like Asian stores. So yeah, leche gummy candy and milk creamy strawberry candy. So as you all can see, I really like Japanese candy as well. But the rest of the video, besides the end, is going to be all cards. So first up, I got into the Final Fantasy TCG, and we got the Noctis versus Arden set. It's a 2-player starter set, and it's really good. Each comes with a deck. It's got 50 cards Noctis, 50 cards Arden, and it's got a quick starter guide, 2 of them actually. So there's that one. And then the other one, my first Final Fantasy was 4, so this is Golbez versus Cecil, and it's basically the same thing as the Noctis versus Arden one, except it's Final Fantasy 4 themed. So we have that as well. And here are some more cards. We are finally beginning our e-reader journey, and we're starting off with Meganium, which is really cool. And then I found a random Zangoose Power Keepers. It's stamped. We're also gonna go with that as well. Now, I may or may not have gotten a bunch of repeats, but a lot of these cards also came from the flea market. Perry's card, shout out to you all. We've got the shiny Magikarp card. We have the last storytelling card with Charizard. There are 2 other cards before. One obviously the Charmander, one with Charmeleon I've got to try and hunt down. Then we have this cute Pikachu card. I don't know if I have this one or not, but I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna still get it. Also, here is the beginning of me trying to hunt down Umbreon and Darkrai as well. I have the other Espeon and Deoxys cards, so now I gotta just try to get all the Umbreon and Darkrai cards. And behind that, we also have Acerola's Premonition. I don't remember if I have this one either. Like I said, I kind of just went crazy buying cards. And then we got a cool Servine holographic. It's in Japanese. And then the other one on the end, I love Shaman, so I got another Shaman card as well. We got some more cards here. We've got Clive in his getup. We have 2 cards. I want to say it's Necrozma. I believe that's the Pokemon's name. It's from Sun and Moon. I just remember it's one of the toughest battles in the game that I've ever had to face. I couldn't even believe how hard it was. Next up we have Genesect as well. We have Audino. We have Shiny Zoroark, Hala, and I know these came from Perry. A Magneton Japanese. Another Magneton Japanese. AZ, before AZ can get popular with Legends, I know that's coming. And finally, I got a copy of Misty's Tears. Also on the channel, I finally am going to be able to open up the Secret Lair Hatsune Miku set that came out. I saw that it was sold out, but there's a little bit something special about this set. I actually found it at the flea market during Tekko. These cards are going to be in Japanese, so I cannot wait to show these off to you. I may do it in a short, or I may do it in a longer video, but yeah, I got my hands on it, and I'm super excited to show you guys. And last but not least, I did meet some voice actors, and got their signatures, and got to take a few pictures, so let's go ahead and talk about that. The first one is Chris Hackney. I got to meet him. He is the voice of Dimitri from Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Honestly, Dimitri is an incredible character, and Chris really brought him to life. I got to chat with Chris. We took a bunch of photos that you can kind of see here, and the quote is, "Kill every last one of them." I said, you know, what's your favorite quote? Or like, what's the most bad butt quote you can think of? And he was like, oh yeah, kill every last one of them. He's super into the character, and I really hope that I can meet Claude one day too and get his signature, but this one is definitely going to be framed and hung up, and I'm really, really happy that I got to meet him. So Chris, if you're watching this, I know you probably are because you're super busy. Thank you once again for talking to us at TekkoCon. It was incredible to meet you. Karen Strassman is the next voice actress we got to meet, and she voices Anna in Fire Emblem Heroes. I'm addicted to Heroes, and I've spent way too much money playing that game, but oh my gosh. Meeting her was absolutely incredible. In fact, she also voices Rouge the Bat, and one of my cousins really, really loves Sonic, and she also signed something, and we sent that to her as well. So it's really nice to meet you, Karen. She was very sweet. We took a bunch of pictures with her as well, and it was incredible getting to meet her. And I love Anna. She's really quirky. She's awesome. And once again, huge Fire Emblem fans. I also really wish that I had gotten to bring in my cipher cards for them to sign, but I had them put up and wasn't thinking. I even had a Dimitri figure that I wanted to get signed, but luckily they had the prints there, and they signed them, and we still got to talk about the game, and it was incredible. And last but not least, we got to meet David Vincent. He is the male voice actor for Robin from Awakening. Awakening was my first Fire Emblem game, and his most iconic quote is, "It's time to tip the scales," and he definitely wrote that on there, and he signed his name. Didn't get any pictures with David, unfortunately, but this poster is probably one of the coolest. I really love Dimitri's too, but I would love a female Robin voice actress to go, kind of like almost the same print to go next to it and have it framed. I know probably won't be able to find it, but oh man, it's so cool. It was really cool getting to meet all the voice actors of Fire Emblem, because, you know, I'm addicted to Fire Emblem. Honestly, if I could, I'd probably have more Fire Emblem on the channel. I've even cosplayed as Violet before. But yeah, that's all of pretty much everything that I was able to get from Tekko. Last but not least, here's just the badge and all the ribbons that I was able to get. I spent a lot on Pokemon. Someone handed me something from Attack on Titan, and I found one of the frogs. I don't know if I could find it. Here we go. It was like at one of the booths. I think they were getting into 3D printing, and Zach Demel, I believe that's your name. I found your frog, so I didn't know if I was supposed to take it or not, but I did have the ribbon, so I kind of took it, and I wanted to give you a shout out, so thanks for the ribbon. But thank you all so much for watching my TekkoCon 2024 video. I usually put a lot into these, and it's always fun to see all of the cosplayers, and I get really excited doing the video each year, and it's kind of sad that I have to wait a whole year to do it again, but it's always fun. If you all would, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and you like the video to support me. Even watching is just a great help. I really appreciate it. Hey, and if you saw yourself in the video, comment too. You know, say, hey, this is me, or what was your favorite booth, or your favorite thing that you did there. I would greatly appreciate it. Catch you all next time with another TekkoCon video or other travel videos that I do. Until then, peace out. Thank you so much again. Bye.